Stupid. Bloody Grange.
Used to be longer. Why'd you cut your hair off, son? Why'd you lose your style?
You promised a doctor.
Yeah. When you've bled enough information, yeah.
Please, I can't.
You can. What's a few duck pellets? Now, when we're finished, you'll be able to advise Hogg next time he comes for me to bring an elephant gun. Now, come on, Sonny. I can be gentle.
Please, I need...
Help. I'll help. I can be helpful. So Hogg's in the money. Sudden money. He's wants so much that now he wants me. Scott Yanks, the whole bent metropolis. Yeah? So far, yeah?
How do I know what Hogg wants?
Because you're here and you're hurt. So far, yeah! Yes! Yes! So hopeful Hogg comes for me meaning nothing but harm. I'm in the hospital with Spicer. Spicer's lost his face because of Hogg! But you screw it up for Hogg because you're so nervous. You're too nervous. You're too young. Too amateur!
God.
Right. Now the rest of it. Or there'll be no doctor. The gristle of it. Sonny! Yeah, that's better. Now you're going to be helpful. How much money did Hogg get from the Mandinsky raid?
God.
Now, come on. You can't relapse on me now.
It was 75,000.
75? That's better. Now, shh. Sonny. What's Hogg going to do with all this bread?
He doesn't tell me.
Oh, yes, he does. He's got a lot of mouth on him.
Where's Grange? Where's Ryan?
Let's go gently, shall we? Like that. To bits.
You've left him.
There wasn't time to clear Grange up. From here to there.
How bad was he? Hogg?
Do I know? Was there time? Ryan tries to get this gun from me.
Where?
On the railings, I told you.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Didn't.
No. Now, where's Izzard?
He's gone for cigarettes. Now, what about the railings?
Grange was on the stupid
And Ryan
railing.
shot him.
No, the gun was between
you
us.
shot him.
Look, he was shaking from the start, wasn't he, Raymond?
Jerking at nothing.
So you left him to Ryan?
We had to, didn't we?
Of course we did. You weren't there, so you can't judge how it happened.
Will Ryan hurt him?
How do I know?
You know he will.
Now, look, don't you start preaching to me.
I'm not. Oh, can't we leave it now?
I'm not talking about it.
No, this here, all of it. Just get out. It'll be too late. We used to laugh, Hogg. Things were funny, nobody minded.
Look, don't I know? I thought you said Izzard went for cigarettes.
Like when we sold Ryan sand for brass.
Bloody king-size cigarettes.
Even Mandinski's, we laughed.
I've heard you. Nya, nya, nya. They turn sour, don't they? Look, we're in business now, won't you ever understand? Big business.
Yes, even when Grange breaks to Ryan.
He won't break, not Grange.
No, when he was trembling all the time, when he was hurt.
I need air. Now, where's Izzard? He's crossing me up like he did Ryan. Now I have to tell him. Old Uncle told you so. Tell him no go, all to bleed in bits. Sorry, Izzard, my mistake. Well, you can't say I didn't warn you. Dear God. Now, how do I break out now? Hey, how? You tell me. You so bloody romantic. I've got money on my back, on my head, all over me. And people. Bastard people. Izzard Eberhard Grange. And you. Especially you. You. It's only Izzard.
Cheers.
Post-mortem.
You failed.
Oh, no. When does Hog ever fail? Look, there's Ryan, pale as a ghost, all bailed up and ready for dumping. All right, I'll listen to you now.
You talk. But make it fast, we haven't got much time.
Hog and Izzard, they disagreed. Izzard was for buying you out
Was he?
with the money from the jewel raid. Investing in manpower, he called it. Your manpower. But Hog went mean on him. Too mean. Now he'd go for you direct. Why waste his new bread on people? So we came to the hospital.
Where are they operating from?
No, I can't.
Yes!
Easy. He will.
Camden Town. Catherine Street. It's a flat buffer shop and newsagents.
The number?
30.
Ring Dipper, tell him I want him here. Who else has Hog got besides Izzard? The fair-haired boy.
Raymond.
Raymond who?
Balls.
You're trying to be funny.
That's his name, his real name, I swear.
Okay. So there's you, Izzard, Eberhard, and Raymond Bowles. And the girl?
Edgeworth.
What else?
She's just called.
Okay, who cares? Anybody else?
No, not that I know of.
Dipper's got inflamed glands. His wife says he can't speak on the phone.
They come up sudden. He was all right this morning.
So now you laugh, don't you?
Watch the street. There's no time. You know, I thought there wouldn't be. Call it luck. Premonition. We've already got 3 of Ryan's men.
You promise him my money?
Who else is there? £100 a week, like I said. It's all in the book. One's called Dipper, the other's Wade and Brophy.
Why tell me their names? I don't know who they are, do I?
They're all experienced men who've been with Ryan for 5 years. This boy Grange will break, you know. He has broken now.
He won't, he hasn't. He won't sell me out like you and these other bastards have Ryan.
You know he's been with Ryan for longer than an hour?
Fat bubble bag.
Why pretend to be stupid, Hog? What's in it for you? Or for any of us? Grange is hurt.
Not that bad, he could move.
You think Ryan won't use that soft area? Now, things are bad now. We need money. Ring Eberhard, tell him we meet him in the caboose in half an hour.
Raymond, you do it. I've spoken to enough people.
How much cash have you got?
Cash?
Yes, cash. Hard cash. You're not dumb, boy.
1,900.
Give it to me. Now give it to me fast. We have to start dishing it out. We have to start buying up the men who haven't already heard, if there are any. Because once they have heard, their price will be double and 1,900 will go nowhere. Do you want to die? We're now going to meet your employees if we can find any. If we can count 5 to join the ones we've got a chance.
And her.
Anywhere but here, unless she wants to wake up tomorrow morning an old woman.
Sorry.
No Brophy either.
Well, he's not there.
So they said.
Well, he's always there. That bloody boozer'd run dry if he... Ring Wade, Duffy and Turner. Otherwise, you and Shane will do it.
Do we know?
Hogg's flat in Camden Town. Preferably with Hogg and Izzard in it.
Wait there?
To cross me like that. Thinking I was over. The insult of it, Shane. Izzard thinking it.
No Wade.
What's he got? Conjunctivitis?
Just out. That's 3 that don't want to know.
Maybe Izzard's using Hogg's money already. You can't have got to them all.
And him?
Oh, he can be left anywhere. He's evacuated himself empty, haven't you, Sonny?
Bastard.
All right, Gilly, with us it's £100 a week. That's £25 more than Ryan ever paid. Plus bonuses on anything you do outside the usual run.
And Ryan, what's left for him?
He retires.
Hurt.
Look, I've been with Ryan a long time, mate.
And you've got experience enough to know that he's finished.
He's always finished. They've been saying it for years, but the old bastard keeps on bouncing.
Yeah, lower and lower each time.
Who else she got?
There are 7 of us, 9 when you come in.
When? Well, 7 or 9. Still leaves Ryan with more, doesn't it?
Yes, but for how long? Oh, Ryan's got muscle power, but how long can he pay for it? He's in pawn to Scott Yanks. He's got no independent capital. Just hoping and praying for the odd bastard job that Scott Yanks won't do for themselves.
Like getting gold out of Loughborough.
Why don't they set that up for themselves? You thought about that? Perhaps they expect the job to fall down and Ryan with it.
Why? Well, they want Gould out. Their boss.
Do they? And if they do, why do they?
Look, that's anybody's guess.
Well, that's how he exists, isn't it? Intelligent guesswork, backed by independent capital.
Mandinsky's.
Now, first we buy people. Reliable people with foresight.
How much was Mandinsky's really worth, Mr. Eberhardt?
What's he got to do
The
with you?
rumors exaggerate as always, but 75,000 net doesn't. And it's coming in through me.
Beginner's luck.
Hogg is lucky, I told you that.
4 weeks in advance.
Ambition's catching, isn't it? Oh. 2 weeks in advance.
Paging Mr. Gilman.
Hello? Ryan? Hold on, will you? Ryan himself. Shall we settle for 3 weeks in advance?
Bastard.
This way we all get lucky, don't we? Sorry about that, Ryan. You caught me on the hop.
What hop's that, Gilly?
New firm. I had to check first. You know how it is.
Do I? Who with?
It's a bit too soon for asking questions, Ryan. I'll tell you this, though. It's young, it's energetic, but it's got lots of experience, plus capital.
You could have jumped too soon, Gilly.
No. You know the market. I've got to be loyal now. Cheers. Ryan. When do we go for him? You'll hear. Provided you ask right.
We'll be in touch, Gilly.
We'll make it soon, won't you? Money can go just like that.
Yes, we appreciate that.
I'm sorry, Hog. I'm sorry.
Speak.
My mouth.
Why is she dead?
When
Why?
I can speak.
Tell me. Yes?
While you went to Loughborough to visit Mr. Gould.
I know where I was.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lennox. Ackerman got careless.
Did he? Doing all this?
No, before.
When?
At the hotel in King's Cross. He got seen leaving. So we went for Miss Gould like you'd ordered. And we got her and we brought her back here and found that Ackerman had been here.
Had been here or was here?
Had been. And he'd gone, leaving a message for you. My hands, they're dead.
She's all dead. All of her. Ackerman's message.
He'd be at Mr. Singleton's flat until 3 o'clock, so I went for him.
Yes.
Ryan was there.
Ryan?
Ryan and Ackerman, so I didn't stand a chance, did I?
Against a fat old man and a drunk.
No, there was 3. Ryan had one of his runabouts.
Why is she dead?
By mistake.
Mistake?
Let me speak. I left him here with Miss Gould while I went for Ackerman. I was going to have both of them ready for you when you got back.
Why is she dead?
Ackerman brought me back here.
Why? You told him Mara was here?
I had to. It was 3 to 1. He'd have killed me otherwise.
Perhaps you should have let him. I'm sorry, Granny.
Untie me!
You be silent! An old lady. Continue.
Ackerman chopped me. I was muzzy. My eyes wouldn't focus.
What did you see? What he said. Ackerman chopped him. And then he pushed the old lady in here first, on the end of his gun. Well, the girl moved, so I fired. Just once. It was unfortunate. Unfortunate. God strike you. A mistake. An accident. An old lady. My flesh. My blood. And Ackerman gone to sell me to the law.
You got the gift of survival too, eh? That makes 2 of us for this night, anyway. You're Miss Gould.
Yes.
You by yourself?
Seems so.
Holland Moore looked after.
And that shouldn't be difficult. Or should it? Everywhere's itchy now. Last time I saw you, you was on the edge of a volcano.
Yeah, I left it brooding. Another mess for Lennox to clear up.
He wasn't there?
No.
How quiet is this mess?
Well, that depends whether Lennox has got back in or not, but I left one dead, two in cold storage.
Is this a habit with you? Who died this time?
The old lady, Lennox's grandmother.
Lennox? You?
No.
Technically, no.
But another death for Lennox to cover up.
I suppose so.
Well, he'd have to. If the law starts inquiring as to how his grandma died, it could lead elsewhere. Cardno and Singleton. You're not the only one who needs hiding, Jesus.
Sorry, too flaming busy to answer, mate.
Sugar?
No thanks.
Hogg aims to take me over. He's bought several of my men already. Not all yet, but 6 or 7 viable bastards. That's why I can use almost anybody, provided they're able-bodied.
And in return, she'll be safe.
Who can tell against Scott Yanks? We can only try.
I'm just a parcel now.
It would seem so. What will my duties be?
For me, bodyguard.
We all lean against each other so as not to fall down.
That's nice.
Well, it doesn't leave much room for maneuver.
Well, I don't mind standing still, provided I'm still alive doing it. Do you?
Back where we started.
Smells damp. Jesus. Hogg won't like us coming here.
He told us to run. Where else?
My place?
Grange might have given the address to Ryan.
You reckon he broke?
I get more realistic every minute.
And he could have mentioned here, too.
It's less likely. There's less here to betray.
There is now.
Don't answer it.
If it's Ryan's men, they'll break the door down anyway. Well, at least there's a way out up there.
It's okay. It's Grange. Hogg, is he there? Hogg.
No, oh, look at you.
I rang the flat. Ryan. Did Ryan get there first? Was Hogg there?
Can you forgive me, Granny? When I'd promised you the best. Seasoned oak, lined with silk.
Ready for the concrete, Mr. Lennox?
No. If you cannot forgive the indignity, will you do your best to understand? I cannot have the police asking questions at this juncture. They need to know why you hadn't been blessed with a natural death. The death I'd hoped for you, Granny. And the grandest funeral I could buy.
The mix is all ready, Mr. Lennox.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry, Granny. Truly. Gently, show respect.
I am. As much as I can.
You do understand. Bye. Mind her face!
Ready, sir?
Vibrate it.
I told Ryan everything. He forced me to. He did. Where's Hog?
With Izzard. Buying help.
I couldn't stop myself. I had to tell him. You do believe that, don't you? I had to.
Shush. Shush. It'll be all right.
Ackerman will hurt for this. That I promise, Granny. It's not at all what I envisaged for you. And he must pay. We'll find you a quiet spot now.
Sleep? We all need sleep. Now find me Ackerman. That applies to you two. I want him here by midday.
And Ryan?
It doesn't at this moment matter what Ackerman told him. It will matter, but not yet.
About Mr. Singleton?
And Cardno. They died, or had you forgotten?
So Ryan can sell you just as easily as Ackerman?
No. Ryan has hopes of me. The main danger is Ackerman.
Yes, he is, isn't he?
No, Greenwood, no. You can't afford to be ambitious. You have a wife, children. 2, isn't it? Accidents have occurred. For the family's sake, you'll have to uphold the company's security, yes? Yes, speaking. Yes, wait there. Greenwood will join you in 10 minutes.
What more can I do? You've had 12 operatives looking since midnight.
Organize them. They're only on overtime. You have a real incentive.
3 days, at least.
Which confirms the newspapers, letters, and the milkman. And the neighbours heard nothing, smelt nothing, saw nothing. Bloody London.
Do we know the neighbours heard nothing?
Gives a chance. I'll lay £5 on it. These big blocks you get neighbour proofing built in with the lease.
Whole place has been cleaned up. Everywhere. Not a print, nothing.
Sarah, do you know who these used to be?
Bit puffy to tell now.
You ought to know they are, Sergeant. This one at least.
Can't we turn this heating off?
No. I want Superintendent Nicholson to get the beauty of 'em hot.
What's keeping him?
How do I know what keeps my superiors busy? At 10 in the morning, they've got pedigree dogs to leak, Blue Mountain coffee to drink, their memoirs to write. All takes time, effort.
Morning.
What's that? Morning, sir.
A bit heavy in here. Can't we get hold of some air from somewhere, Thomas? Been keeping them warm for me?
3 days since they died, according to our pathologist and the milkman.
That one's Singleton. This one, Cardno?
Yes.
Employed by Scott Yanks? Well, who killed them? Or is that too blunt a question?
Yeah. Who cleaned up after would be a better one.
Some killers bother, some don't. Matter of taste, I'd say. The neighbours heard nothing, of course, or they'd have come forward sooner, wouldn't they? Well, who found them? Your milkman?
Smelt 'em. He delivered for 3 days this morning. He wondered for the first time why no one had taken the milk in.
Could have no wondered that sooner, couldn't he?
Maybe that's why he's still a milkman?
Yes. Get on the phone, will you? Our colleagues in Loughborough will need to talk to Gould, since he used to employ our friends.
I've done that.
Good. Why did I come? Except that I'm not entirely sorry to see them dead. Or am I being less liberal than I ought to be? Well, at least the press isn't here. We shall need to talk to the next in line at Scott Yanks. Lennox.
May I chance a theory?
No. I imagine you're having the entire district interviewed.
Call in more men.
Thank you. Which leaves me free to chance my theory. Lennox. I've been wanting a chance to talk to him ever since Gould went inside. Just possible that Mr. Lennox has overweened himself at last. I wonder if you've been expecting me to call, Mr. Lennox.
No, and I've no time for preambles. Tell me what you've got.
2 bodies.
2?
Both men lived close to you. I don't suppose you'd even care to guess who they might be.
How can I?
Singleton and Cardno.
Inspector, you've spoiled my morning.
He's not going to say their names, is he? Singleton and Cardno.
I was interested in observing the forms that Mr. Lennox's ignorance might take. Still, now you know what we've got.
Yes. Who killed them?
2 bodies, Lennox. One, Singleton, the man who worked closest to you. The other, Cardno, who was, how shall I put it, an executive of some significance in your organization.
Yes. I'm perturbed as you, Superintendent.
And they've both been dead since Saturday night. 3 days.
That is your pathologist's opinion.
His convinced knowledge, which corroborates the pile-up of newspapers, letters, and milk. The milkman noticed an unpleasant smell this morning.
And reported it?
Yes.
Of course, I'm very distressed at their death, Superintendent. And surprised. They were, as you say, my closest colleagues.
But you were not surprised when they failed to come to work on Monday or Tuesday or today?
I assumed that they were shooting in Scotland, since that's what Mr. Singleton had told me. In our company, long weekends are quite normal at their level, Superintendent. Perhaps you haven't yet reached such privileges?
No. I subsist on public money.
So do I.
Have you time to identify the bodies?
You know who they are.
Just to confirm, so that neither of us makes any mistakes.
As you wish.
And I said you'd never break to Ryan. Believed it, too. You are contemptible, Grange. You deserved everything you got.
Can't you see it from his point of view? He was hurt.
From
and the
his? From that? And look at him. A broken animal. Crying. He even despises himself.
Yes, so does he need you to
No,
tell
he
him?
blasted me to Ryan! I have been up all night buying what support I could where I could. They burnt the flat in Camden Town. I have to pay for loyalty now, and all because he grasped on me.
You're mauling me.
Now, you have to discriminate now, Edge. There are people and people.
Yes, I've noticed that too.
We have to go for Ryan. The others are waiting.
Are we still only 12?
Yes, the others are still playing footsie. We'll pick them up as we go along. It's time to watch Ryan crumble.
It's your perk. Look, I'll be back with everything.
You do that if that's what you want.
It is.
Then it's fine for you, isn't it?
Now, come on,
It
Edge.
shouldn't be late. Not for your career.
Come on.
Yes, Singleton. Yes, Cardinal. Now you can have them cleared away.
They disturb you?
No, only disgust me.
As they did in life.
Please. I'm sure Mr. Lennox is being as helpful as he can. All right, they can go now.
The back way, or we'll have a traffic mess from here to Shepherd's Bush.
You and Singleton first.
Relations between Mr. Singleton and myself were always cordial.
Even though you were carrying him?
Superintendent, I must ask you to refrain from imputation.
You've become very grand, Lennox, since your coal-thieving days on Clydeside.
Many men of consequence have enjoyed a rebellious youth, Superintendent.
Including Borstal training.
We had a warning cry in the coal yards. I'll sing you a song, and it won't take long. All coppers are less than legitimate.
Cardinal.
This company secretary who worked both for Singleton and myself.
Your company, what new fields has it entered recently?
None. Put crudely, we still lend money.
I'm not particularly interested in the legal aspects of your enterprises, Lennox.
I'm aware of no other.
Of course you're not, because we are. Time, I think, for your theory, John.
Singleton lived here with Moira Gould. Singleton's getting on a bit. Now, suppose he'd come back home here late on Saturday night to find Moira and Cardinal together.
Came home in his pyjamas. No. All the meticulous clearing up afterwards. By whom? Moira Gould? I'm aware that certain ladies are house-proud, but surely not after killing one aging lover in return for his shooting the younger one. That is your theory, isn't it, John? Of course, I'm always open to surprise. What about you, Lennox?
No, I find people predictable.
You do. Inspector Walker's supposition does, however, raise one interesting point. Moira Gould. We're already looking for her?
Of course.
Good. She should be able to help us a great deal.
Yes.
Of course, a lot depends on how soon the flat was cleared up afterwards.
Yes.
Yes.
Forensic will tell us. Two possibilities. Either the murderer himself, herself, or some person involved enough to come in and clear up for the murderer. And I'm theorizing again.
Yes.
Meanwhile, it's up to forensic to establish the timing of the clear-up.
Forensic, the policeman's alibi. Yours, Lennox?
Do I even have to establish one?
Yes, you do.
Saturday. Yes, I was at home all evening and all night. My solicitor came to dinner and left very late.
Yes. We really do need to find Moira Gould, don't we?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you remember.
Okay. We found somewhere to put her. At least for a couple of days.
Safe?
Balaam. Fellow owes me a favour. There's not many of them left at my age. The kids going to their funerals. Croc will take her when he comes. Yeah. How many? 9? They're bloody running to Hog. And us? 3. What about the others, Shane? Waiting. Now you tell them, Shane. They owe me support. And get them here. 9 of my men running to Hog. 9.
Well, he's got the money in Mandinsky's.
Yeah, and Izzard saw him get it. Izzard.
Yeah, one of my mother hogs.
It's a bloody havoc. He's an anarchist. He doesn't know the rule.
Only me. Been everywhere. Everybody's got this flu. You catch it from pigs.
Yeah, Shane phoned. It's hog fever. I got another job for you. This lady over here. Balaam, Nevis Road.
And if Hog comes for you?
Oh, maybe I'll be safer without you.
Don't forget me.
I won't.
Where were you?
I'm sorry I'm late. I got
The
here
police
as soon
want
as I
Moira.
could.
They found the bodies this morning. No, not Ackerman. The milkman. So we still have a little time to lay out money. Money for Moira and Ackerman. Here or dead, proven dead.
How much do I offer?
I implied big money, but don't commit me to a figure yet.
And Ryan?
I'll deal with Ryan. Now get out.
Well, I'm glad to see that some can still be loyal. Can't be bought for an extra lousy 25 quid a week. Is that all it really cost?
Well, some of them held out for more, but mostly...
Well, 9 of them he's got.
When do we expect Hog?
Oh, any time. He won't waste a minute. You're not drinking?
No. I need to see where I am.
Now, I want you both to mark Hog. If the crunch comes, he's the one who gets hurt. Just Hog.
Not Izzard, when he crossed us.
Oh, him too. I wouldn't weep. But Hog's the real focus. Of course, if they want to talk, well, then we play it that way, huh? But that's the real point, Hog.
You. Yeah?
Give me Ryan.
It's Scott Yanks. Lennox. You here?
Yeah. Yes.
Ryan. 2 names. Moira and Ackerman. I understand they mean something to you now.
And they could do.
So they could be worth quite a lot to you, Ryan, in money, if found. I want all your men on it.
All?
Yes, all. Moira and Ackerman, alive or dead, is immaterial.
I see. Well, I have a pretty material mind, Mr. Lennox. Practically homespun. Just now, most of my boys are pretty busy.
£10,000, busy? 10 for either, 20 for both. Yes?
I was thinking, this must be very serious for you, Mr. Lennox. I'll see what can be done.
Yes, Ryan, or...
You're worth 10,000 dead.
Am I? And Moira?
The same. Scott Yanks pay equal rates.
But she's safe where she is.
The angles get sharper, don't they? More and more pointed all the time.
taking your time. I've been expecting you all morning, Sonny.
Had to work out the terms of the takeover, Grandad.
That's too late. Best takeovers have everybody with their trousers down.
Yeah?
The new energetic firm, eh? Reminds me of the old one.
Sit down, Ryan.
Right. We're going to talk, eh?
I'm going to talk. Hog.
You like that?
Very simple, Ryan. So simple that even you can understand it. Simple as biceps. You've no muscle power anymore. Except cowpoke raspberry and these rubber men.
6 to 12 is still a fair old spread on a boardroom table.
Wrong figures.
Whose idea was this build-up? It's good, it's impressive.
You talk too much. You always did. There's more to come.
It's even more simple than it says. I become you, you become one of them, for me.
But, Sonny, I was going to retire.
Not now. You work for me till you drop. I haven't forgotten what you did to Grange.
Yeah, you missed a trick there.
Not for long.
No. Izzard pulled you out. What's it feel like being in debt to Izzard? He crossed me up, he might well...
What's it to be, Ryan? Work for me till you drop? Or drop now?
I'd like to offer my congratulations to you all. You've done better than expected. Better than any of us expected. You do Spicer, get away with it. Then Mendinsky's, win enough money to buy me out. That's quick, it's very quick. But is it too quick? Only time will tell. And Scott Yanks. Or maybe the lads do need fresh leadership. With your flair for acid throwing, some of them may be inside for Christmas. That's great. It's a new approach, huh? But there's a real job pending now for Scott Yanks. Getting Gould out of Loughborough, a high-security prison. You're looking forward to running this job?
Spicer will run it for me.
You think he'll work for you after what you did to his face?
He'll be extra careful now, won't he? Like you.
All right. I accept your terms. The wind changes, my world moves over. And with these odds against me, I can't do anything but accept, can I? Now, from my new position, may I offer you some advice?
If it's quick.
Ackerman.
Behind us.
He's got a gun. He uses it often.
Yes, that's you, is it?
That's better. I feel free to talk now. He's got a lot on you. Used to work for Scott Yanks. They were interested in your progress, especially Lennox, remember him?
Come on, Grandad.
He saw you sell me sand for brass, and he saw you throw acid in Spicer's face. But he's more interesting than that. He's worth more than that. And so is a friend of his.
You boss!
You see? He believes me. So does that buy me a little privacy?
All right, Gilly, get them out. We pay out in the caboose at 10 o'clock.
Right. Now you've got 3 minutes privacy. Now sell him to me if you can.
Yeah. Scott Yanks, for instance.
Come on, I know about Scott Yanks.
Lennox is the key. The law's got a lead on him. He used to work for Lennox. Now Lennox wants him dead. He's offering money. I know why, and you ought to know why soon.
Come on, get to it. The hard sell.
I just want to retire with dignity, and I'm prepared to pay.
How much?
£20,000.
Yes.
Give me Ryan.
Scott Yanks, Lennox.
Yep. And now, Lennox, you speak to me now. Yes, there has been a takeover. I'm Ryan now.